this was a great day for Auburn. And a year ago at this time, literally when this day ended a year ago, we came together and we really laid down a vision for what we wanted to try to do for the next recruiting year. And, you know, when we came in last year, it was a little bit different scenario because we had about 3 weeks to recruit our class. This year, we've had a full year. And, you know, going into the year, again, when I say that we had a vision on what we wanted to do, you know, we laid down a blueprint of what we were looking for Auburn. And, you know, I've said this so many times, but it's not about always taking the best player. We obviously want the best player, but he's also got to be the right player. And I think our coaches did a great job. I think we did a great job of really evaluating not only talent, but the kind of the mark of the man that we wanted to bring in to represent this university, our football program, and just the Auburn family. And I'm as much or more proud of that as I am, you know, the talent that we recruited in this class. We're prepared to do it. You know, the young man goes through a little more difficult process simply because of the challenges that you have from all the people, you know, in that state that, you know, have other agendas and other ideas about where, you know, where these young men should go. You know, what we try to tell these guys is really simple, Philip. You know, you got to go with your heart. You got to do what you feel is the best for you. And there's so many people out there that are going to be around you that are going to have agendas, and they're going to want you to do what they want you to do. And we just ask them to really look at the people that look at them and say, what do you want to do? And, you know, I think if young men really make this a fair fight, so to speak, I think that we'll always have a chance to go into whatever state we want and recruit, again, the right guy for all. It's nice that on this day that the class, by the people that are, I guess, experts, are really, I guess, along the same line of thinking that this is a good class. But we all know, all of us that know football know that we don't really know how this class is going to pan out for 2 or 3 years. I think there is always with everybody. I mean, you know, I think that's universal. You know, there's a lot of sleepless nights. And I mean, you know, there's a lot of us, you know, that were up all night and talking to guys, and, you know, it's hey, let me tell you, it's stressful. It's stressful for the young men. It's stressful for the families. You know, a high percentage of the guys have their minds made up, you know, a night before signing day, but there's some that don't. And, you know, it's just stressful for everybody. And, you know, a lot of times, you know, it's recruiting is, you know, the last man standing. You know, who talks to them last or who gets with them last. So you got to work right down to the end, but there's always anxious moments. And, you know, I think, and I won't speak for everybody on our staff, but I know I'm anxious until I get the facts in. That's from everyone. So I think that's probably a universal feeling, but I don't want to speak for everybody else. You know, when you talk about solid guys through the whole process, and you talk about guys, you know, being under pressure, and he has been a rock through this whole campaign. I mean, he has been a rock. And again, going back to my original statement of we're always worried until we get it through the facts, he would be one that is solid as he was through this whole year of recruiting. It would have shocked me if he would have went in another direction. He was that solid. You know, again, I got to give I got to take my hat off to guys like that. And he's not the only one in our class. I say him because you asked about him, but there was a lot of guys that were that solid and never wavered. And again, we've got just a high level of respect and regard for those guys. Michael brings a really kind of a dual type situation when you talk about a tailback. He's extremely powerful. He's probably one of the strongest running backs in terms of you know, power running, breaking tackles, you know, being able to run through, you know, 2 and 3 guys at times. Yet he's got great vision. He can make the cuts you need him to make, and then when he hits a crease and he's got to outrun everybody, he's certainly capable of doing that too. So he brings a rare ability to the backfield and being able to really do both and have a combination of signed 32 guys today, and I'll talk to you all day about